Fun Kids with James and Robot at Breakfast. You've all been looking forward to this all week. I know we've been checking the emails and all sorts of things like that. We've had people waiting outside the studio on some occasions. Let me introduce you to the one, the only, 1/3 of the Jonas Brothers, probably the most famous band in the world right now. It's Joe Jonas. Welcome to London, Joe.
How you guys doing?
Do you like this city?
I love the city. It's always incredible to come here and to see the fans that are waiting outside hotels, and I have favorite restaurants and little pubs and things like that all over, but I love it here. It's amazing.
So you're here to talk all about your new single, which is called See No More. It's coming out very soon. Is it cool to be flying solo without your brothers? Because you used to work with them a lot, didn't you? So what's it like to be on your own?
It's different, it's a completely different change for me. To be able to travel by myself and everything, but it's exciting at the same time. I don't think I would be able to do this without their support, though, and they're back at home in the States, and they send their good wishes.
Okay, cool. So lots of brothers and sisters argue, and obviously that's not why you're flying solo right now. But we presume you always get along with your brothers. Is that true?
There was times here and there that we would have fights. I think all brothers have to go through that to kind of appreciate the good stuff. And having music to kind of lean to helps a lot, because if you didn't have music, then you definitely would be always on top of each other.
Is it true you worked with Chris Brown on this new track? What was that like?
I did, yeah. I worked with Chris Brown for this album. It was like the last song that I recorded. It was a quick process, literally like 2 hours. We wrote See No More, the single, and it turned out to be one of my favorite songs.
Was he a cool guy to work with?
He's a really cool guy. He's so musically talented.
I like Chris Brown. I like his tune as well, 3 times. Now, you and your brothers are obviously huge stars. What's it like being recognised in the street? I'd love to know.
It's interesting, I love seeing the fans that are always kind of curious if it's just something they're seeing in the back of their minds, or if it's real. They always have to take a second look, and I'm usually really sweet and nice I try to be nice with the fans. They're as nice to me as, I want to be nice to them back, and I really appreciate hearing their stories, how they heard the music and where they're from and things like that. So all the fans are really fantastic.
And you must get quite a bit of female attention as well.
Yes, I can. That tends to happen, but it's all good.
Okay, so what's your tour bus like?
Usually we have just video games on the bus, tons of movies. There's a front and back lounge, so usually we'll have a lot of people will hang out in the front and the back. And I think this year, hopefully, I'll bring my dog along tour. I got a new dog, so.
Oh, awesome! What's he called?
Winston.
Cool name. And what type of dog is he?
He's a English bulldog.
Oh, okay, wicked. Now, when you're performing around the world, do you ever ask for anything special in your dressing room?
Nothing too crazy, but I love just pineapple juice, tea, coffee, lots of coffee.
Okay, so you've got a new album out soon called Fast Life. What have we got to look forward to in that?
I think the major thing to look forward to is probably just honest lyrics, a fun, upbeat record, something you can dance to. And so I've been working hard on it for about a year, and I'm really happy where we're at now.
Now, Joe, you played Shane in Camp Rock. Now, I know summer camp is a massive thing in the States, but it's not quite so big over here. So I've got to ask you, first off, did you ever get to go to one as a kid?
I went to summer camp about 7 years in a row growing up, and I loved it. It was so amazing. It was about 2 hours away from my house, and I'd go for like a week and a half, and you'd meet friends out there, and you'd see the same people every year and hear their like stories about what they were up to, and it's really cool to go, and hopefully it kind of will become a thing over here.
So what's it all about? What sort of stuff do you do at camp?
Plenty of things. There's always activities. You could be a part of a certain club, whether if it was music club or you could play sports and things like that. And there was always a big relay race at the very end. So it could be anything from, okay, you have to run a mile, and then once you get to the person at the end of the mile, you have to eat a cake. It's crazy stuff. Sometimes gross, but a lot of fun.
So, okay, Joe, if you weren't a superstar, what sort of job do you think you'd be doing? And please don't say this one, because the boss will hire you and I'll lose it.
Wow, what would I be doing? If I wasn't doing acting or music, I would definitely love sports.
So you've conquered the world, you've made movies, you've made group albums, you've made a solo album now. What's next for you?
Not sure. I'm developing a movie project right now that I'm going to probably shoot next year, and then just really focusing on this album, the release of it, and hopefully touring.
Joe, it's been fantastic having you on this show. Thank you very, very much indeed for joining us today. Joe Jonas, everyone.
Thanks for having me on the show, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.